Stepdad of Relisha Rudd. Antonio, we good?
Yeah, we good. You know, and I just wanted to start out by saying I wish Melissa was in here, but I want to apologize to her. You know, at the end of the day, this still is her granddaughter. You know what I'm saying? I know she's going through something. I'm going through something. I want to apologize to the listeners. Miss Rose, Mr. Phil, I want to apologize on my behalf, my emotional. I got to find ways to control my emotional towards this whole case, you know, 3 years now.
This is an emotional situation.
Yeah.
This is a very emotion, and this is the type of situations that do have our emotions running high. You don't know how many times I done snapped out on people about my daughter. I couldn't even tell you how many times. So this is automatically an emotional situation. But at the end of the day, I really and truly believe all of us want this baby to come home.
Right.
You know, all the other stuff is like, you know, secondary to none, really. It doesn't even matter. But it does take a serious individual and an upstanding individual to be able to admit that they were wrong and to apologize. So for that, I commend you. I really do.
Valencia, tell us what happened today, what went on. We saw all the people out there. We saw them out there.
I have been on the move since about 4:30 this morning. We did I was going and supporting my cousin Latisse Barksdale. Hey, boo! With the BAM 5K Hope Without Boundaries.
I seen that.
That was this morning. So I was there supporting my cousin, of course. And then after that, we did a flyer distribution. Me and David Wheeler did a flyer distribution for Relisha and Unique.
Okay.
At Eastern Market, Metro Station, as well as Lincoln Park.
Okay.
And on East Capitol Street. And this is our last event for today. And I'm pooped and I'm asleep like a baby tonight.
I know that's right.
Once in a lifetime.
That's right.
Yes, and I'll fill you all in on everything else that's been going on in Unique's case after we go ahead and, you know, take care of Relisha.
Okay.
Hey man, we want to hop right into it. Ward 8 President David Wheeler.
On the hot seat.
That's what you are, right?
I thought that's what it was.
And that's what you is? Okay.
He's just so humble and cool, man. David Wheeler in the building, man. Right here, man. People out on Facebook, if you got any great ideas about Ward 8, you want to drop some comments. And also, Miss Valencia Harris is in the building. Like I say, part of our segment, Bringing Our Children Home. Mr. Wheeler want to make an announcement. We got something big going on.
Yes. I just want to make a major announcement on June 16th at 10 a.m. We would like everyone to come out from the communities all around, every ward, to come down to MPD headquarters, as well as the Wilson building, because we're demanding justice for Relisha, as well as pushing the passage of the Relisha Rudd law through. And we've been posting it on every platform, and we're going to keep on posting it all the way up to the 15th. But I just want to make an announcement that we need community support to come out, and we're demanding justice for Relisha Rudd. We're not asking questions. We're not going down to fire in the city or anything like that, but we are demanding justice for Relisha Rudd from the chief of police, Newsom, and I know Commander Dickinson, my boo, is gonna be out there, and I just seen her today out at the 5,000K walk run for BAM, and she confirmed that she would be down there on the 16th. But from that point, we're gonna walk down to the Wilson building, the mayor's office, and demand for the passage of the Relisha Rudd law to go through. We've been waiting too long, almost a year. It's set on council member McDuffie's desk. He's been replaced now with Charles Allen, who's the chairman of the Safety Commission. And we're hoping that with the presence of our emails, phone calls, and a lot of ANC as well as commissioners and have already signed off on it, and they need to make amendments change a little something, if they need to add something, we're open for it. We just wanted to push forward. As soon as it gets to the mayor, at that point, we can pretty much have this law for the D.C. area for the protection and safety of the children. So I just wanted to make that announcement. We have Tony O. Wheeler in the house, as well as Melissa Young, and I just want to move forward. I don't want to take too much of the time of my interview, but I just want to say, hey.
But I got a question right quick, though. I want to know, how is it, right, when you are putting on these events, how is it getting the support from MPD and from these other, organizations due to the fact, a little bit of conflict of interest, because you got so many people blaming the MPD for things. I mean, with them, let me rephrase that, Mr. Well, let me say this. People don't know, even with Unique's case, even with Butler's case, even with Relisha case, and we had talked off air last time you were here, and people don't know all that goes on behind the scenes of trying to solve these cases. So we as the people get mad. MPD did this, and Mr. Willer had even mentioned, Antonio Willer and Melissa Young had mentioned where MPD had dropped the ball even with their kids' case. So I want to know, how is it when you going up there and you like, well, look, we doing a march from here in front of your building, MPD, and in front of the mayor's office. No, but you have the support of the commander.
Correct. I just want to restate this. Demonstration march is not per se we're against MPD or the chief or their officers. We're at a point with the Relisha case, we're just demanding justice. As far as the other cases, Pamela Butler, Unique, Harris, we have had tremendous support from MPD, as far as from the Chief Newsom, as he was the interim, to elected commander or chief, and then assistant retired Diane Grooms.
Yeah, we saw her at the march this morning.
As well as newly promoted since November, Commander Dickinson, Babu. And I'm so happy and proud of the support that we have received from them in assisting us to bring awareness. I have actually seen the chief of police with his officers out on New York Bladesburg Avenue more than once, passing out flyers for Relisha.
And he was at
every other event, for the last 6-8 months to a year. So I know there's a lot of support in as far as bringing awareness to missing, and they showed up at the forum at Excel Academy, as well as the recent one the other night at the Rise Center. The chief didn't show up, but Commander Dickinson was. So they're always aware. They're not ducking and dodging as far as from the public.
Only the mayor.
This crew better, though.
Only the mayor.
Ms. Harris, what you think? That's why I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
What you think about this commander
I'm still waiting for my meeting from Muriel Bowser. I wrote her office well over a month or two ago, and I had a response from her office, but apparently my daughter is not important enough for her to have a meet with me about my daughter's case. Yes, Muriel Bowser, I'm talking about you. And another note that I want to bring up is apparently there's some misconceptions about Henderson Long still being my daughter's promoter. I want to make it very, very clear. Right here and right now, that Henderson Long is no longer a part of my daughter's case. Number one. Number two, I have not talked to this man or had any contact with this man since April. And I'm getting a lot of people that's coming to me, they're asking me, what's going on, because, we had a pretty ugly blow up again this week, because apparently Mr. Long, can't do the same thing that I'm doing and move on with his life and keep on moving, because, he still, does little, subtle things. And, it really got to an escalated level this week, because I'm the type that, anything I have to say to you, I can say it to your face. I don't have to hide behind a keyboard. I don't have to hide behind emails. I don't have to hide behind anything. And I think that right now I just need to make it very clear to all the listeners that Henderson Long is no longer Unique's promoter.
Okay.
And he has not been since April. And Mayor Muriel Bowser, I'm still waiting for your office to contact me back about a meeting in reference to my daughter's case. I made it very, very specific when I spoke to your staff member about the fact that I wanted to have a meeting with you, and you all did respond in the time frame that you said you would have, but I haven't heard anything since. So I'm still waiting for your office to contact me back in reference to a meeting, in reference to my daughter's case, unless you feel like my daughter's not important enough for your time.
Okay.
Right. Heard it first, man, right here on Phocuzradio, and that's what we do. We bring awareness, man, and sometimes, that's how we got to bring the awareness to these cases out here. Just, people got to just get involved. I always commend Miss Harris and also Antonio Will and Melissa Young as far as fighters.
Yes.
For their children. So it is what it is, man. Right.
I got one more question, y'all. One more question. What are some of the new laws that they might have out far as, with protecting of the kids?
New laws?
Mm-hmm. If any.
I'm not certain of any new laws, but I know with the Relisha Rudd law, it will be a safety net to help protect children in future cases. We had a case approximately a month or so ago that happened in D.C. A 15-year-old girl and went missing, and her parents didn't report her missing for over 3 weeks. That sounds very similar, right?
Right.
And she is still missing as of today. And this was, I don't want to misquote the dates, but she was missing since the later part of April, and it didn't report her missing till like May 15th or so. So it's like a 3-week period. So if the Relisha Rudd law was in place, this would have helped prevent that. So I don't know about other social services or laws that was placed on the books, but I can explain, or Rebecca Taylor can explain more in depth in regards to all the protections that's built into the Relisha Rudd law for future purposes.
Okay.
But she has the same problem of people trying to come in and inject themselves like, they are, Team Relisha Unique, where I'm not even going to elaborate on that anymore unless people force me to.
Yeah, let's move it forward. Get back to the.
We got Antonio Willis. Antonio Willis back up to the microphone.
Yeah.
This exclusive interview in the search of his stepdaughter, Relisha Rudd.
Let her get by you, brother, and let her get by you, brother, and let her get by you, brother. Tell her come on up in here, and I can sit down and do what we do. Miss Taylor already left. She left. She just left. She didn't say goodbye to me. I'm in my feelings. I get no hug.
We've been talking about people being in their feelings all weekend.
Well, I'm gonna let that go. We live. Okay, my bad.
Hey man, behind the scenes, man, right here on Phocuzradio, we are back in the building with Melissa Young, grandmother of Relisha Rudd, and Antonio Willis, stepdad of Relisha Rudd.
Yeah, I just want to make this really clear with you, Antonio. This question really, really clear, and I just want to make it perfectly clear. Now, have you ever had any contact with Tatum outside of the shelter?
Before you answer that question, let him make a statement.
My statement is from when we took our break. I want to apologize to Melissa. At the end of the day, this is your granddaughter. I know you're going through something. I'm going through something. It's been 3 years too long. No justice, no arrest. I don't know if it's even any suspects right now. I'm just sick of it. It's gut sickening. To the point, I don't eat, I don't sleep, I don't do none of that. Wake up by myself. I'm just sick of it. All the lies, everything.
Well, see, that's the thing, Antonio. We keep hearing this all the lies, right?
Yeah.
tell me, we brought you on the show the first time. You say, look, man, that grandmother knows more than what she's telling you guys.
That's what I believe.
What do you believe Miss Young know? We got Miss Young in the booth. What do you believe Miss Young know?
That
I
question that
believe
you
she
asked.
know what happened to Relisha and what she had.
Miss Young.
That question that you asked.
Yeah.
You never answered that first question that she just asked.
Oh, have I ever had any deal with Tatum outside of the shelter?
Yeah, outside of the shelter. I just want to make that clear.
Other than that time he picked me up from my sister Diane's house, no. I never had any contact with him outside of that shelter.
So you say he picked you up from your sister's house and took you back to the shelter?
Yes.
Okay. Y'all ain't make no stops, no will, none of that?
None of that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You say all the lies.
All the lies.
Miss Melissa Young, this is her second time here, and she said her spiel. Sound like the same story.
I'm just saying all the lies are the half truths on he say, she say, and now,
On your behalf, you mean what
I'm talking about
Miss Young saying about you?
I'm talking about on their behalf, her and her daughter, all the lies and the half truths. I'm sick of it. I just want the truth. That's all I want. And I want Relisha home, and I want her back with me. That's what I want.
And your son?
That's it. That's all. Tired of the half truths.
Who gave Tatum permission to take Relisha out of town, places, to the movies, all the places that he was taking her? Who actually gave permission?
I was told that Melissa gave him permission. The person who told me that was my baby mother. And I told my baby mother that I didn't approve of him spending so much time with Relisha, not alone any time at all. So in return, she said okay, and then in return, we started having our downfall because she kept sending the kids to Ashley's house. I'm like, if you tired of the kids, give them to me. You go outside and you do whatever you're going to do. Go to the playground, go to the corner store or whatever. Do what you want to do. Stop sending my kids away. You worry about your 2 kids, not worry about mine. Fine and dandy. That was my mistake. I said it before and I'm going to say it again. That's what I messed up at.
Now, Antonio, to say what responsible to far as the question where who has given Relisha, where Mika has sent Relisha over to Ashley's house, and if Tatum would call or he would come past there saying that Mika sent him, me or Ashley would call Mika and let Mika know that Tatum was there. Mika in turn would say, let her go. We would never just give Relisha to Tatum without calling Mika.
I'm not understanding this liking that you guys had with this guy Tatum, though, Miss Young. That's my whole thing, Miss Young. And you a strong sister, Miss Young. I ain't going for shit.
Again.
What was it, Shamika, this is my kids, I'm going to do whatever I want to do.
That's how she put it to me. When I said something to her the day that I was over there and I saw him either bringing Relisha back or taking Relisha, I says to Mika, what's going on? Why is this man with your daughter? Mika says to me, that's my motherfucking child. You can't tell me what to do. I said, okay, Mika, since you feel that way and I'm being concerned, because it don't look right that your daughter is with a grown man. Sing that same tune when them people get behind you. And I didn't say nothing else to her about it.
That's exactly what you've been saying.
I didn't say nothing else to her about it. So whenever she would let Relisha come to Ashley's house and Tatum would show up, oh, Shamika sent me here to get Relisha, myself or Ashley would call Mika. Tatum is here to get Relisha. Did you know? Oh, yeah, I sent him over there to get Relisha. We would never just let Relisha go unless we called her. Now, I understand she was telling you something different. I understand all that because that's your baby mother. I know what she's capable of because that's my child. But there's no way that I have ever gave my granddaughter to that man without contacting her daughter first, especially when she was in my care. I have never done that.
Again, you had more say than I did. When I was trying to stop Relisha from going, when I used to try to stop Relisha from going with this man, I always get she not your daughter anyway. Worry about your
and that's how it was with me, Tonio.
Again.
But who you saying told you that? Who told you that?
Shamika told me that. Melissa used to tell me that occasionally.
I used to tell him that too because Mika would always come to me about what he said.
Y'all relationship.
Me and Tonio had a good relationship.
Hold on.
Let's get back on that, yeah.
let me put this out there. Far as in Shamika, y'all calling Shamika and she telling y'all to give my daughter to this man.
That's what she was doing.
As a parent, when you said it wouldn't look right, you had the opportunity to say.
And I did,
right,
and I have said no to Shamika Antonio.
If it's the truth or it's not. Personally, I don't believe it.
And I have said no to her, but you know how Shamika is. It's an argument.
Now, when you say Miss Young should have stopped it, what you think? As far as maybe taking Relisha herself?
Yeah, basically. That's what I meant.
I tried that before.
Like, no, my granddaughter not going with this man.
I tried that before.
If you're mother or not. Now, you don't say it before. Relisha became my child. So,
I tried that before, though.
So, quote, Relisha became your child. So that means you should have took your child back from her mother if her mother wasn't making smart decisions on it. Because at the end of the day, my boys are now suffering. AJ is in a psych ward for the third time in 1 year.
And I know that.
Shamika has no contact with them.
I know that.
I got.
How I know that.
I got all rights to my kids. Now,
I know.
As far as Irvin, I'm trying to.
And I know that too. But I know about AJ being in the hospital. How I know that because Miss Bell called Shamika when me and Shamika was together and she had it on the speakerphone. Yes, I do know that.
Well, Miss Bell wasn't supposed to do that.
But she did.
She told me that Miss Young not supposed to.
No, she did do it. She did do it.
Nothing going on with
she did do it, and I'm not.
Okay.
Now let me ask you this. You had a question, Rose?
Yeah. Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead, folks.
No, I wanted to focus more back on your boys and effect. One of your goals and your purposes. Relisha, we're still in the search for Relisha. Your son's by Shamika, and Shamika has another 4 kids altogether. Mm-hmm. 3 by you. No, 2 by you. Okay, so your 2 sons were taken during the time of this investigation of what happened to Relisha Rudd. Yeah. And we had talked on the phone hours, and you say that because they couldn't find Relisha. So we're holding everybody accountable?
Right. Basically. They're holding the courts, the city, they're holding everybody accountable. They're not trying to hear, oh, I was out of town or I didn't have so much say so. They telling me legally I did, but legally I didn't because they told me in court, they said, just worry about AJ and Makai and don't worry about Irvin. The courts told me this. Now, as far as me, my kids coming as a kid, I had a no-win situation from day one. I had an entire city against me trying to get my boys back. But at the end of the day, my boys are the ones suffering. My son, this 3rd time in a psych ward. First time he talking about he want to run away because he trying to find me. Second, the first he was trying to run away, trying to find me. He want to kill himself because he want to come home. He don't want to go back to the foster parent house. I don't know why, because they do take care of my kids.
How old is he?
He's 8.
Wow.
And he's talking like this because he wants to come home. Now, the week of Mother's Day, Andre, I had a breakdown. I ran up to Irvin and I hugged him and I told him that Daddy love you. I'm going to fight for you. And my son Andre, he made his mom a Mother's Day card and she took the Mother's Day card, but she walked past my son. And my son, he's 7. He shouldn't be talking like this. Asking me why we can't visit together like a family. What, we not a family no more? That what made me cry.
What the kids say with this whole thing, with their sister missing?
And they just say they hate Tatum. They want to kill him. They're like, Daddy, don't worry. I know you're going to find our sister. Then we're going to be home. You, me, Relisha, and Mommy like we used to be. And, you know, my kids, they got that image of that old family. Mm-hmm. So that's why I was so hard on keeping my family together.
When was the last time you and Shamika saw the kids together since they've been in, you know, going through this?
Like in the same room?
Yeah.
Oh, like 2 months ago.
Okay.
And by me expressing how the city is basically failing my kids.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. That's what I want to get into. Your fight. We bring the children home, but I want to get into the other side of things. Your fight, as far as with what are they telling you? The reasons why.
The reasons why they telling me.
It's still a Relisha Rudd situation?
Part of it is Relisha, then part of it they saying that my kids' behavior, they so bad and so outrageous, they need specialized parenting, so they when it goes to unification, I asked for them classes, you know, like give me that extra step, you know, help me. You know, y'all don't have to help me get housing because I had housing. They told me I couldn't use my housing because the agency didn't help me get housing. So I had to let my apartment go. That's why I'm homeless right now.
Yeah. I wanted to get back into this. I know y'all kind of probably tired of, but I just have a lot of, unanswered questions, Yeah, it is. Okay, these pictures with this money, posting all of this shit, all of this shit, these shoes and all of this other type of shit, that was going on, like, right while Relisha it's been gone and all of this shit. It's like it was a party. It ain't look right. The shit look crazy. You know what I'm saying? So where did all this money come from?
Well, that picture with my money in my mouth, I had got my tax money back. That was my tax money. It was only about $1,500. And my mother came to pick me up.
He not lying about that.
My mother came to pick me up, and she took me to Greenville Mall to get my Spider-Man phone policy that just came out. Now, them pictures and stuff, all on Facebook, those pictures was old, like almost a month old. They
before Relisha?
Facebook, yeah, before Relisha went missing. Those pictures was old. I got my tax money back, and I had my phone, my new shoes, and I bought me that red Helly Hansen coat. Everybody should see me on with the red Helly Hansen coat. That's where that money came from.
Okay, because
Same thing with Mika's money when we had our accident. She had got all her money from the accident, and I told them about that.
Just because comments was made about where all this money comes from.
We just want to
and
clear
y'all
that
already
up.
know, where we get into with it. That's why we asked that. As far as with that, a lot of comments on Relisha is missing and Shamika is fresh, partying, having a good time. We lit. We was just wondering.
Yeah, it just didn't look right. The shit don't look right. This baby is gone.
Well, people deal with things.
I understand.
People deal with things different ways, and I think sometimes we as people we take the wrong approach with certain stuff. But with the controversy surrounding, well, we got a caller. Y'all already know how we do, man. Right here on Focus Radio. Let me answer. Hello, y'all now tuned in, Focus Radio.
Hello, this is Brenda Brown. I got a comment.
Miss Brown, how you doing, Miss Brown?
Hi, Miss Brown.
It's a Pop 4 interview right here, Brenda
yes,
Brown.
hi, Miss Brown. How you doing?
I know y'all know Brenda Brown, right?
Miss Brown.
No.
Yes, we do.
Oh, yes, we do.
You have been Relisha's biggest supporter.
Yes, we do know you, Miss Brown.
Yes, we do know you.
We know a lot about you. Trust me.
I'm one of them. There are many.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
What's the question?
How you been, my Brian?
Which
I'm fine.
Good. I have a comment and then I have a question if it's okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
My comment is this. Shamika admitted to me that she did pick Relisha up on the first from Ashley. Now, Antonio, you may not be aware of that.
Right, I wasn't.
That's why. Okay. She admitted to me because if anybody know, I try to get to her. I'm trying to get her to do the right thing. She admitted to me that she picked Ashley back up. She picked her up on the first. She said, "First I brought her back." Now, I believe she brought her back. I believe what Melissa is saying is that she did not see her grandchild after the 26th. Because even though you say to live in Ashley's house, Melissa was staying there, but she wasn't staying there. So Melissa wasn't even there on the first.
Okay.
Tamika did pick her back up on the first of the month, but she told me she took her back. Now, she didn't say when she took her back, but she said she took her back. Now, Antonio, you and I had a conversation some time ago. Remember the call on Phocuzradio?
Yeah.
And I told you that you need to stop believing everything Tamika's telling you. Tamika's not telling you something. And I'm not saying anything to you or on this radio show that I don't understand.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am.
That's right.
And Tamika needs to tell what happened. And if any of you two actually know anything about what happened, you need to tell it.
That's what I've been trying to figure out for 3 years.
Because Tamika, that child was not seen by her family after the first.
Right.
She was not born that she brought her back. But she make a lie to you. She has been lying to you, and she's still lying to you.
We mentioned Antonio.
Yeah.
Like you kind of putting a little shield up with Shamika on the way, man. That's what that's what I spoke to about the news when I had made the comment. They had cut it when I said people are angry at Antonio, feeling like he knows more because you speak on Shamika, not really in a bad way, not in a good way. But it's kind of, I love her. That's my kid's mother. We've been through a lot. But,
she has done something awful. She has done something awful.
But I have been.
But I don't know what it's going to take. But as a family member, as somebody who loves Relisha and want to make sure she's okay, they need to give, if you got to, if you just got to call in and hang up the phone, say what you got to say. But it is time for this to end.
That's what I said.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
I told Shamika this. I told her this plenty of times, and that's.
Personally, I don't believe she's still living. Personally, that's my own personal feeling.
Yeah.
Because, and I believe Shamika knows that, and that is why Shamika is not putting forth effort. She's not doing anything. And I wonder sometimes about you, Antonio. You talk about people not doing anything to help you. You haven't been to not one event. You have not been to pass out any prizes. You act like you don't want to find her. So
To make that, my Brown.
Yeah.
To make that clear, I've been trying to reach out to all these groups and all that to have parts in all these events. I told Rose the next event they have, I want to be a part of it. Only because in the beginning they was, saying nasty things and stuff like that. But
and still just started the show, and I think they sort of like just started getting in the case. I met you back in 2014 when this time first went in.
yes, ma'am.
And there have been events that I did. I have done so many events. We have done searches. You actually went on one search with us. Other than that, you haven't done anything. So if you're trying to find her, get out there and act like you are trying to find her. And then more.
That's right.
Or Melissa lay back. Shamika's gonna lay back. You gotta put some fire under her and let her know that y'all want that little girl back.
Well,
I want her back.
that's been for these past 2 years. That's why me and Shamika relationship is where it is right now, because I've been pressing an issue out about the whole situation. Now she so-called got a new boyfriend. She changed her
What
number.
relationship, Tonio?
Block me.
Tonio, what relationship?
I'm saying she letting this new relationship she in. She's always been not.
It shouldn't be a goddamn thing to do with this damn new relationship.
We talking about you. Brendan Brown talking about you though, Tonio. And I told you that before.
What I'm saying is, I'm trying to talk. What I'm saying, I'm not never copping out. I don't cop out on nothing. But
relationship with that guy is not gonna do a daggone thing. Find a relationship.
Right.
So
See, right.
And this is your first platform.
I always took Mom Brown, listen to her advice and all that. I always showed Mom Brown the utmost respect. Gave her on contact, told her to be honest now. But as far as me getting out there with the events, that's another reason why I'm angry at myself, because I haven't been out there. I haven't. But I've been wanting to, but I haven't. There's no excuse. I'm not making no excuse for nothing on my behalf, Mom Brown. I'm not.
Because you laying down on it, then Shamika's laying down on it. So you have to, some people will kind of go by the lead of another person.
That's right.
Even if you got to pretend that you are one person involved or whatever, you're not making any effort to change her mind about her mindset, because you're not doing anything to find Relisha. She figured, well, why she gonna do something to find Relisha? You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? If you love Relisha as much as you say you do, you need to put more effort into what
That's right.
But I have a close relationship with Shamika. And I told Shamika, every time you tell me anything, I'm sending it to the police. I don't give a damn what it is. I want this child found. The information I just gave on air, I was comfortable giving it because that information the police has. I'm holding up the back. I'm trying to get everything I possibly can.
But my brother, can I make something clear? I have been pressing the issue about Relisha for the past 2 years, ever since, from when it first happened, in 2014, Shamika, I said it to Phil, and I told it to Rose before. I don't know if 3 years ago, if Shamika told me the truth, or 3 years I've been believing a lie for 3 years. See what I'm saying? I say that. I said that too.
Yeah, this stuff gonna have to come to an end.
We gotta wrap it up, y'all.
Yeah.
Phocuzradio, I'll see if we can set this thing up, man, to get Antonio here again.
Thanks, Brenda.
And also, Melissa.
Thank you, Brenda.
Thank you, Miss Brown, for calling in. You're now plugged in to
My Brown.
Phocuzradio.
I'm gonna call your phone, my Brown. I said, I'm gonna give you a call when I'm done up here.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, y'all, make sure y'all download the app free of charge. Hustle Firm Radio. We out here each and every Saturday, 6:15.